So hey guys, two things are different. Obviously, number one, I changed my background, so it's a little bit different. This is like half of my desk, so don't really worry about that. But the other thing that I changed, I have contacts in, and the company that I wear my contacts from, they're not like prescription or anything, but if you do want prescription contacts, they have those too, but not for me. I have glasses, but I'll leave like the color of these and like all the information in the description box along with 10% off if you use the code down there. So this is what we've all been waiting for, you guys. Like, when Rihanna first released her foundation, the world was like shook. So now she's coming out with more stuff. Like, she's did lipstick, she's done, like, she does a lot of stuff now. Like, she releases a lot, and I happen to get my hands on it. So I bought a few things. I want to go through all of them. I bought the foundation. I've already tried this, and I also have a review on my channel. I'll link the video to the foundation review up here or up here, wherever it comes at on the screen. I wear shade 410, so if you're about my color, you're probably 410. Another thing that I got from Rihanna's like little collection was her concealer, and it just released. I believe there's also 40 shades, and if you already know your foundation shade in the foundation, I think she has like a corresponding like concealer, but for me that doesn't work because I like really light concealer on my highlight areas. But I got my concealer in the shade 350. The last thing that I got from Rihanna, which I'm not going to be using today just because I'm kind of on a time crunch, but I will make a video like very shortly using this, and it's the Rihanna Fly Liner. It's her new, I don't know if she has any other eyeliners, but it is her fly liner, and I love the name of it. It's called 'Cause I'm Black, and you know, like, that's just kind of cute. On to the actual thing you guys are here for, the review of the concealer. I'm not going to do the review of the foundation, but I am going to do a review of the concealer. So for the most part, I have on my eyebrows, and I've done like just eyelashes right quick. So I'm gonna I'm gonna put on my foundation, and then I'm gonna come back to you when it's time for me to highlight my face and contour and everything like that. And then at the end, I will let you know how I'm feeling about this new concealer. Is it worth your money? And you know, all that. When I was doing my foundation, I forgot, like, I didn't put on my primer. So I mean, I've used this foundation before without using primer and nothing's really happened, and I used to be like a die-hard like no primer, it doesn't even work. So I mean, not using primer is okay, but usually I do use primer. So I went to go wet my beauty sponges. I don't know which one I'm gonna use, so I wetted like a few of them. But now we're gonna try out this concealer, and this is what it looks like. It's in this nice, beautiful packaging, and it's called the Pro Filter Instant Retouch Concealer, and of course, it's by Fenty Beauty. Rihanna is the only, like, Rihanna's Fenty Beauty is the only company, like, I will get something the day it releases. Like, when this released, I was at the mall trying to get it, but it's hard to get out. And it looks very similar to the foundation. For size comparison, here's like the size difference if you want to compare this way. It's not too much smaller. This concealer has 8 milliliters in it. So here's what it claims to do on the box. It says it's instant photo, soft coverage for all, long wear, light as air, and crease proof. So the main thing I'm concerned about is crease proof, because I do like have little creases under my eye. They're not like deep or anything, but I do have creases under my eye, and when I get a concealer, I want it to not make me crease, at least for the first like 4 hours of the day. Like, as we get into that 6, 7, 8 hours of the day, like, I can see a little bit of creasing, but I don't want anything too crazy. Like I said before, I got mine in the shade 350, and I'm just gonna put this on like regular. This is what the applicator looks like. It's just like this doe foot applicator, typical. I kind of prefer like the big applicators, like the ones that Too Faced has and the one that Tarte has. I really like those applicators, but this one is okay. And first off, this is the exact color. I know that because I did swatch it in the store. so I know that this is for sure the color I would want under my eyes. If you're not like comfortable with having your concealer this light, you can definitely like go up a size. Like, you don't have to go up a size, go up a shade and get it something more close to your skin tone. So far I've dipped in there like 3 times just for one side of my face, and I don't mind dipping back in there. I just wonder how long like this will last me, this concealer, because if there's one thing I do use a lot, it's concealer underneath my eyes, because I really just want my eyes to be really bright. It just opens up my little bitty eyes, so I do use more concealer probably than I use foundation. And since we're trying out the foundation, I guess I'll like do the other places in my face where people mostly conceal. I usually don't do these places, but what the heck, it's for Rihanna. So like I usually do, I'm gonna just let this get tacky on my face. I'm probably not gonna let it stay for as long as like I would if I were using my Tarte or my Too Faced, just because I know how those blend out, and I'm not sure how this blends out, and I don't want to risk it and then it not blend out, because I actually do have to go somewhere after this. I mentioned this in a previous video. This is my Evian water. I just use it as setting spray. I would spray my face, but I've already done my hair and I don't want to mess it up. And for this video, I'm going to be using a Real Techniques sponge. It shouldn't matter which sponge you use, a Beauty Blender or Real Techniques Morphe sponge, which is this one here, or even a Sephora sponge. I only use this really for powder, but it shouldn't really matter which sponge you use. The concealer should be able to work with whatever you have. You shouldn't have to change your life for a brand. The brand should work for you. So first things first, I'm just gonna try to blend this out, okay? Color is perfect. Like, so far, 10 out of 10, 5 stars. Okay, so far, if we're looking at it, it looks good. I would say it looks a little like just a smidget on the drier side. It's not really like making me glow as much, but that's not a problem because usually I'll go back in with water, and I didn't use primer like I said before, so maybe that's why. But it's not like giving me like super dry vibes, but like it's on the drier side for me. But it blends out very nice. Like, it's blending out just like any other concealer. Like, that's really good. Like a Tarte one, it's blending out kind of, it's not as creamy as the Tarte one, but it is blending out really, really nicely. And so far, it's covered up most of my bags underneath my eyes. Like, you can't see any of the darkness there. But again, like I said, I use a lot of concealer, so who knows what would have happened if I don't use as much. But I use a lot of concealer just because I don't want to have the issue of like my bags coming through. If we take a close up look, don't look at my pores, you guys. I did not put on primer. But if you take a look at my face, you can see that the concealer did a really good job of covering up my bags, and it blends really nice. It's not patchy or anything. It looks really good. I really have like no complaints so far, but who knows what will happen when I go put on this powder. So let me go get my powder. So I have the powder on my face, and it looks good to me. Like, it doesn't look bad. This is how my face usually looks. I'm not really seeing anything like too dramatically different. I can tell that my skin is a little bit drier. So I'm gonna finish off the rest of my face, and I'm gonna come back to you with my final thoughts on this concealer and let you know if it's worth spending your coin on. All right, I'll be back. Okay guys, so I finished my face, and this is the outcome. Got the highlighter and the blush on, and I used that red lipstick from Bite. Looks like this. It's nice and sleek, and it's real pretty, and it's in the shade Flambe. I'm gonna come real close, you guys, so you can see under my eyes. Don't look at my lashes because I'm not the best lash person, but this is my face. And I actually took a look really close myself. I have this like dual-sided mirror that comes really close, zoomed in, and I want to I want to say I really do like this concealer. I really do like it. I mean, it's not giving me like 100% like full coverage concealer as my Tarte one does, but like if I'm just going out for like a few hours and I just want my under eyes to be nice and like filled and not like ooh, I will probably reach for my Rihanna Fenty one, and that one's probably more for people like me who don't wear like heavy duty makeup all the time. It's just like something you do for fun or just when you're going out with your friends or something like that. But I really do like how this applied. So I would definitely recommend getting this concealer. I don't have the price right off the top of my head, but I will list it on the screen. And if I had to say there was a drugstore dupe for this, I couldn't really say. I mean, you could say the Maybelline one is dupeable for the Rihanna one, but the Maybelline concealer is just a little bit like more liquidy than this one, and this one's a little bit more creamy. It's giving me like more of a creamy consistency, whereas like the Maybelline one is just a tad bit more liquidy. But if it were me, I would just get it, and I believe she even has like mini one, like I think she has mini ones. But yeah guys, that's it for this review. I give this a 10 out of 10. But you know what I think I'm gonna do? I'm finna go out with my friends right now because I'm going to celebrate one of my good friends' 19th birthday, and we're gonna be out partying and dancing. It's gonna be hot, so I think after I come in for the night, I'm gonna come back in and I'm gonna see how my face looks, and I want to see if like under my eyes still looks like this. Like, is it still like holding up? Like, I want to see like, yeah, it looks good now, but will it hold up through the night, like through a long night of college partying? Will it? I don't know, and we will see. And I will be back to let you guys know what this does.
5 hours later.
So my makeup was done around 10. It's currently 2 in the morning, and I just want to show you guys my eyes. I took off my lashes already, but look, they've creased. And they've creased significantly. Like, it's not a little, it's like a lot of creasing. Not so much on this side, but there's a lot of creasing over here. So since this side isn't like super 100% like creasing, maybe I didn't blend it out enough on this side, which is still weird. I know at first I gave this a 10 out of 10, but I don't know. I'm thinking about a 7 because I'm just thinking about how it is on my face. It was drying. Not drying, but it was a drier formula. Not the most usable applicator. And it's creasing. Excuse this. If you don't know what these are, you need to get cultured. Yeah, but it's creasing and it's just like...
I was rooting for you! We were all rooting for you!
That really sucks. I don't know, Rihanna. I think I'm gonna give this concealer a 7 out of 10 just because it wasn't... No, it wasn't like a concealer that I would reach for all the time. Still love Fenty Beauty. I still love Rihanna. It's just the product is creasing, and if we can fix that issue, it would be okay. But for the box to say crease proof and then for it to crease, it's not acceptable. So that's my final review, guys, and I am going to bed because it is super late and I'm super tired. I will see you in my next one. Bye.